Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Hello, I'm Harley Hillenbrand, and this is my project on NASCAR. Tactics. Some tactics that NASCAR racers do is get behind one another because the slipstream or airstream behind the car in front helps the car in back go faster, and the back car then gives the front car little pushes from time to time. Then when the front car moves, the back car should have enough momentum or power to pass the front car and then get in front of them. Roof flaps.
Now you know how teaching feels. A little bit to where. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
You're about to see. I didn't read the part. Roof flaps are little flaps that open on the roof and hood, so they're like mini spoilers, basically. All down for downwind and stuff.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Tech Talk. I'm John Pierre, joined by Chris Rice from College Racing. We're back at Richard Childress Racing, and today we're talking about roof flaps. How important are these things to keep these cars on the ground?
These roof flaps are really important because we've seen cars try to lift off the ground, and what happens as soon as they get so far turned sideways, the roof flaps come up, and when they come up, that brings the car right back down because it's like a wing. When you see us land in an airplane, they bring the wings down and it drops us down. That's exactly what a roof flap does.
Now these things are pretty secured on there. I see there's a couple tethers holding that thing to the car.
Well, you don't want the roof flap to go too far, so NASCAR mandates what the length of the tether is and what the tether is, so the roof flap only goes at a certain degree, a certain angle to keep the car on the ground.
All right, Chris, we appreciate that so much, and make sure you log on to NASCAR.com for more tech talk so you can be up to date on all of the NASCAR technology and information.
Yeah.
The track. The track is one of the most important things to NASCAR racing. The track can go up to a 36-degree angle, and the cars are going so fast, it's pretty easy, but not as easy as you think. Sometimes they're going so fast that if they stop turning for a second, it could turn into a tragedy. It's pretty hard to stay on the road going 216 miles an hour. Tires. The tire they use are very good for the conditions they are used. And the slicks are basically F1 car. The slicks are basically what F1 cars use to race. They get good traction and help the car go faster. The rain tires help when racing in bad rain, and the dirt tires, of course, they help when racing on dirt or sand roads. The body. The body is also very important because that's where the driver sits, and it is also where the car itself. The car is also shaped like that and so low to the ground for aerodynamics and downwind forces. And when the wind goes over the car so smoothly, it makes the car go faster. There's actually 3 to 4 inches. They're actually 3 to 4 inches off the ground, and the cars have a net in the window to get out because the doors don't open. Their headlights are also fake. They are just stickers. Bonus. Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt was a good NASCAR driver. His car was number 3, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. was his son. Sadly, on February 18th, 2001, Dale Earnhardt Sr. died in a terrible crash. That's what I'm about to show you.
While that's loading, I'm gonna switch over and mute.
Wide behind, halfway down the back straightaway. Waltrip with maybe a 1 car length lead over Earnhardt Jr. to 3.
Michael Waltrip showing the muscle. Everything stacks up from third on back. Dale Earnhardt gets turned sideways. He'll take Schrader. Earnhardt and Schrader are in the wall. Waltrip leads off 4.
Coming down to the finish, though, it is Michael Waltrip trying to hold off Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 463 tries. Finally, Michael Waltrip is going to win a NASCAR Winston Cup race, winning the Daytona 500, the biggest of them all. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is second, Rusty Wallace third, Ricky Rudd fourth, and fifth is Bill Elliott. Let's go to Eli Gold.
Sitting directly in front of me, the Ken Schrader car and the Dale Earnhardt car. Earnhardt was on the low side of the racetrack. Someone turned his car. He went shooting up the banking directly into the route that Kenny Schrader was occupying. Schrader now very quickly calling over for the medical crews to come to attend and check on Dale Earnhardt. So Schrader, climbing from his car, very quickly ran to the number 3, peers into the car, and calls to the medical crews who are quickly coming to the scene.
Dale Earnhardt took a really hard shot into that outside wall of the final lap here at Daytona. We'll update you further there in just a moment.
Well, in hot pursuit of Dale Earnhardt Jr., who is going out toward turn 4 to see if he can find out about his father. He's looking for the care center. Dale Jr., the care center's this way. They don't know anything yet about your father. Tell us about those last few laps.
Well, I was trying to stay behind Michael and see what happened at the end. But they had a big wreck back there, so they didn't have real no help. So Michael won his first race.
Did you have any chance of getting around him, or did you have to have some help?
I was just hanging on. He had a good car. We were just hanging on. Hell of a race for Michael. I'm proud of him. I'm glad DEI for finished 1 and 2 today. Pretty cool.
That's Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's going to the care center. He's trying to check on his father. He comes home second in a Budweiser.
So that was the crash and how he sadly passed away.
There we go.
It doesn't. The timeline. All right. June 19th, 1949. The first NASCAR race was on June 19, 1949. And the winner of that race was number 34, Jim Roper. 1966. The first gen came out in 1966, and they sort of looked like the NASCARs you see today, just more box squared like. They look like this. After some time, the cars evolved again, and they look like this. Now, sort of. February 18th, 2001. Then sometime more, February 18th, 2001, as I said before, Dale Earnhardt Sr. passed away in a crash. And they said his body was basically cut in half. His head was just down the middle, cut in half, everything. That's what they said. 2020/2021. 19 to 20 years later, in 2020 to 2021, next gen came out, and its top speed is a little over 220, and it is in the Ford business stuff. It's in the Ford brand, and that's their newest car. These are my sources. Thank you for watching. Any questions?